All right, so tonight we're going to be shooting three different types of 30-06 ammo for the M1 Garand. The first one's going to be some Lake City from back in 1968. No idea who the manufacturer was. The second one's going to be some South Korean surplus from 1981. And then the third one is going to be some newer PPU 30-06 Springfield. That's designed, or it's loaded specifically for the Garand. And I think that's going to be 2020 or 2021. I'll look at the stamp here in a minute. So we're going to start off with the Lake City from 1968 and see how it performs through the chronograph, and we're just going to shoot a few rounds of each and go down the list and see how it does. So that way you can determine what might be best to shoot through your Garand. Mine is a 1943 Garand. It's a Springfield. It's a serial number in the 1,500,000 range, so it was born in April of 43. It's got all World War II serial number parts inside, so it's a fully, it's all wartime parts. Your Garand might be different, it might be newer, it might be a different manufacturer. So I like to stay on the safe side with my ammo, so I like to shoot surplus that's after 52, post 52. But even then, I would rather shoot surplus that was, 70s or later than stuff that was, made back in the early 60s. But I picked up some 68 at a gun show the other day, so I'm going to test it out and see how it goes versus the 81 and then the brand new PPU stuff. So here we go. This is Lake City, 1968. And we're not going to be trying too much for groups here or accuracy. I will try to hit the targets downrange, but I'm mostly just trying to get the bullet through the chronograph without it causing an error. This chair is not good. All right, here we go. 2575. That went everywhere. So we got 4 rounds of that left. And this stuff is, I might just shoot all this stuff tonight because it's old. Let's make sure I was going with the 68. Yeah, that's Lake City. 1969 actually. So here is some, it's hard to get I don't know what it's not Lake City, but this is South Korean Surplus 81, and this stuff has performed great for me. I've had this for a while now. Okay, South Korean 81. $27.77. Safe. That kicked it out way over here. That's weird. That was a weird ejection. It normally doesn't come out like this far. It usually comes back to my 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. Safety off. 27.74. That was a weird ejection too. 27.75. 2683. Back on safe. Pull this back and pop her out. Catch that before it goes all over the place. Grab this grass before I can't ever find it again. Stuff's like gold to me right now, especially the military Lake City stuff, or any military 30-06 stuff, because I'm just stocking that up, getting ready to reload it. Okay, so now for the new breed. This is PPU 30-06. It's specifically designed for the Garand to be shot safely through it. So, I mean, we got good results from the South Korean 81, 2,700 feet per second. That's usually the average for Garand ammo. We were a little low with the old 68 stuff, but they may have been a little bit more conservative with their loads, or it's just old. I don't know, maybe there's not very good powder ignition going on there. But still enough to do some damage. All right, PPU locked and loaded. Safety off. Okay, so it looks like on average, just looking at the numbers here, the highest velocity came from the South Korean 81 stuff. We had 2777, 2774, 2775, and 2683. Actually, no, that last one, I thought that was 2783. So it looks like maybe the PPU and the South Korean 81 are right neck and neck with each other. This older stuff from 68, however, is, you know, a little bit slower. I'm glad I only bought 16 rounds of it, because the guy was charging 12 bucks for 8 rounds, which is a lot. So we'll go ahead and finish off the rest of this PPU and get the rest of the velocity stuff here. 2704. That one went over there. Safety on. 2710. Hot. Super hot. Like melting my tarp pot. Wow, goodness gracious. One thing I've noticed is if the shells land in the grass, they cool down immediately. If they land on a tarp, they stay hot for about 3 minutes. Okay, so 2710. See if I can get a better aim here. Safety off. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Last one. 2757. All right. Cool. Now, I'm just going to do a partial load here of the 1969 stuff. And to do that, you just sort of stack it in the clip here, like so, thusly. Take it here. Let's see if I can do this. It's harder than it sounds, loading a partial clip. And I'm rocking back and forth over here. Got bullets sliding. Oh, that's right. This is how you're supposed to do it. There we go. Okay, 69. Here we go. Safety on. This rifle stand sucks for M1 Garand. Am I still recording? Yes. Thing really sucks for Garand. And that should be it. Actually, one more. 2555. We'll finish off the South Korean stuff now. But I'm not going to record any more velocities of this. I'm just going to plink with it so we can hear the good old chunk downrange. Safety's on. So we get this stuff in here. It's always a pain in the ass. Imagine being a soldier in World War II and only having a few rounds left and having to load it like this. Okay, safety's on. Clear. Let's go find. That brass went flying. Youch, that's hot. Whew. Had one come way out here. Ow, 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 ow. Owie, 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 owie. Okay, so there you have it. The data speaks for itself. Looks like the old stuff from the 60s has a little bit more conservative load, or it's just degraded. Some of the powder's degraded, I don't know. South Korean 81 performed magnificently. Close to 2,800 feet per second on every shot. I had one that was a little bit under 2,700, but otherwise every other one was above 2,700. And the PPU performed great as well. Only deviating by, I don't know, about 65 feet per second and it didn't go under 2,700, any of them. So that new PPU stuff, if you can get your hands on it, get it. Obviously it shoots great. And I'll go down here, right down range, and check the target. I think I was shooting pretty low, so it's missing it pretty bad, but I'm still learning how to aim this thing too. So, all right, so there you have it. Get some PPU. If you can find some old surplus stuff, get it. If you can find South Korean surplus from the 80s, get it. It's great ammo. Thanks. All right, so this is what I was shooting at. Obviously, I was trying to aim for the center circle, and I wasn't getting it. So that group on the left was, you know, the first 16 rounds. There was the next 8 rounds after that, and then this is where I was hitting. Oh, where's it at? You can see it. These are, there it is. Those are the fresh pock marks from the couple of times that I hit it, and I was also shooting that today earlier. So from here to where I was shooting from, that's about 50 yards. And like I said, still trying to figure out how to aim that thing, and obviously I'm not too good at it yet, but we'll get there. Thanks again for watching. I know that my content's kind of bare, but I'm putting out what I can when I can, and I don't have any sponsors or anything like that, so what you see is what you get. Just a guy with his guns who, when he has a good idea or thinks he has a good idea about making a video, he makes it. So I hope this was helpful, and look out for more content in the future. See you around.